Kids' shoes by the door, emails on the screen. Got 5 spare minutes, but I still wanna dream. Hey, baking the aesthetic. Hey, making pretty out of hectic. A little love on every plate. For the
Hi friends! So today we're going to be making bread. It is my most favorite bread recipe, the one I always make in my house. Everyone loves it. Let's get started. So I put half of the water in my stand mixer. That water's way too hot. I do half hot water and then half cold water, and somehow it always makes the most perfect yeast loving temperature. You want it to, like, if you don't know how to feel if the water is good enough for yeast, I always go by, if it feels good, then it's good. So like not too hot, but not too cold. So I always put in sugar into the water, and then I always put honey. And this, honestly, it's a total game changer. It like makes it sweeter without making it sugar sweet. I don't know, you'll have to trust me on that one. But I would never change it. So I mix that in. We want it dissolved. If it's not 100% dissolved, that's fine. But we always need sugar in there because it feeds the yeast. So going in with our yeast now. I'll put the entire recipe down in the description so you don't have to remember anything. I've got you. And then I always give the yeast just like a little tiny mix. I don't even know if it makes a difference, honestly. It's just what I've always done. Here's a time lapse. Look at that yeast. Tell me that's not the most incredible thing you've ever seen. And this is entirely why we bloom our yeast before we start. We know it's alive and well. Put a little flour down. We don't want our dough to stick to the counter. That'd be sad. Here is after the first rise. I think it was like an hour or so. I put it in the oven with the oven light on, and it works every time. That is my hack for making bread. And now we're just gonna knead it. This is my favorite part of making bread, honestly. It's like, I don't know if you liked playing with Play-Doh as a child, but this is the same exact thing. 10 out of 10 recommend. You want to use the heel of your hand if you've never kneaded dough before. And then you just push forward. Super easy, super simple. And literally, if you're ever intimidated about making bread, don't be, because it truly is one of the easiest recipes to make. I think it was one of the first that I started making when I decided I want to start baking. And it's very forgiving. Honestly, you can't mess it up. And now we're just gonna roll it into a little dough ball. Look how perfect, and that, oh my gosh, it is literally a perfect dough ball. Love it. Now we're gonna cut it in half. You don't have to worry about being perfect here. If you want to be, you can measure it, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't care that much. And we're gonna roll it into a loaf. I like to take like the side of my hand and pinch it between the counter, and just, it really gets rid of that seam right there. It's perfect. And I'll do the same thing with the second one. Pinch it down. They're like your little dough babies. I love it. Here's our pans. I put a little bit of oil on the bottom, and then I'm gonna spread it all around. Make sure you're getting every nook and cranny. Seriously, your bread will stick, and we don't want that. No stuck bread here. Just spread it all around. And then we're gonna plop our bread in there. Did I tell you guys, I literally started doing this at 5 o'clock in the morning. Roll your bread all the way around, cover all the sides. I could not sleep, and this apparently was the solution. I was like, it's time to make bread. And then we're gonna cover them up, let them rest. Look at that. I mean, it blows my mind that this just happens. So I think I let them rest and rise for like 30 minutes. It's just until it's like over the tops of whatever you're cooking it in, or close to the top. Look at finished product. Guys, tell me that doesn't look like something you would buy from a store. I like to give it a little butter on top, just a little coat. Guys, absolutely delicious. Highly recommend. If you try it, let me know. See you later.